Hey, good Tuesday morning, everybody. It's Jason with JR Custom Designs. I had a couple questions over the past few days and seen some posts about people wanting to know how to level their machine. I want to start this off by saying this video is just a technique that I use. It is not recommended by the manufacturer. You do so at your own risk. I am not responsible for any damage occurred. With that being said, potential damage to your machine is very unlikely as long as you don't do this on a regular basis and or hold the position for too long, burn up your stepper motors. Um, so what I'm referring to is leveling the bed on a 2436, 2440, or a 3655. The reason why this works, and it only works as good as the machine set up because if you're off front to back, this is not necessarily going to fix that problem. Now, if your bed's off left to right, then this will fix that problem. Um, but like I said, this works for the machines because they have 4 lead screws and motors underneath of the machine, so the left and the right side are independent of each other. So when you do this process, the the motors will slip while the other ones catch up, and so on and so forth. I had to do this when my machine, I got my machine. Like many of you, the bed, and it always seems to be, the left side of the bed is way lower than the right side. So I looked at how to do it in the manual or in the book. I guess there's a couple of videos I can't remember offhand, and it's a pain in the butt. I quickly realized that, like my other machine, which was a China Blue machine, basically a Boss without a brand on it. It had 2 motors, 4 lead screws, and an independent working on both sides. So I was able to level it that way. So I knew with this machine, once I saw underneath, that I would be able to do that as well for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the steps that I do to level my machine. Again, you do this at your own risk. This is only a tip or advice on how I do it, and if you choose to do so, you do so at your own risk. So enough of the repetitive stuff. I'm going to go ahead and switch you over to the other on the machine. All right. So we have the bed. First thing you want to do is obviously power up your machine. Make sure it's turned on, and then what we're going to do. Cables out of my way here. Then what we're going to do is we're gonna hit the Z button, and then we're going to lower the Z axis. You want to lower the Z axis to where it's low enough, about 3 inches or so, to allow for you to pass my leveling tools. All right, they're 2x3s, which are fine. As long as they're straight and flat, they're good. You don't want to use 1 by or 3/4 or ½ inch or anything because you're going to put a lot of pressure on the pieces of wood. So you don't want them to flex or bend. Otherwise, the whole point of leveling the bed is. So first, what you want to do is take one of your 2x4s or 2x3s, place it underneath the bed. Make sure you got plenty of room. You have slop there. You don't have to bind up on anything. And there's nothing underneath here that's going to hit that would cause anything to go out of whack. If anything, on the front side, there's a little bit of a lip. If you cut your board too long, you may hit it and it might throw things off a little bit. Then you take your second board, Side you put in first doesn't matter. Next second board, you're gonna put well. I have a bunch of stuff on the folder. Anyways, now you got your boards in place. You want to slowly just raise your bed, make contact. You're gonna hear a grunt. Hear that? That's your steppers maxing out against the board. Hit it for a couple seconds. Off. Lower it down. Boards. And I leave them underneath my machine. Then you can raise it back up. Level all the way across. Check your edges. You can mainly just checking. Now keep in mind your right side's going to feel a little bit higher because you got the ruler. Absolutely pointless. But there, so it's going to feel a little bit higher on this side. Actually, you're feeling the bed because that's what you leveled it to. So in a nutshell, that's all there is to that. I do warn you that you do this at your own risk. It will only be considered on the 24, 2436, 2440, and 3655 machines because the other ones will not work because they have a single drive motor that controls the Z-axis. Do it on that one, probably going to cause some damage somewhere. There's no give. Whereas this one, there's some give. And as long as your belts and everything are tight on your machine, you don't have to worry about them slipping. You're not going to burn up a stepper motor. You have to sit there and run it for quite some time to burn up a stepper motor. But anyways, so I hope that answers your questions. If you have any more questions related to this topic, please let me know. I think my next video that I'm going to do is probably going to be on installing some LED lights in the cabinet that wire directly to the existing lights that are in the rail. I might have a bypass switch put in there as well, just so I can use off whichever one I want to use. But anyways, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like and subscribe, share. If you're on YouTube, ring the bell, get notifications of any further videos that I have coming out. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to see some content in particular, or any questions or troubles addressed on this channel or this page, reach out to me at Facebook and/or Messenger. All right. I hope everybody has a good rest of your Tuesday. I will be back probably a little bit later this week. The video on the lights. I just got to find some time to do them and have that up for you as well. Quick and easy way to do it. And all right, everybody, have a good day. And as always, laser like a boss.